हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। तो आज जो हम टॉपिक करेंगे वो है ट्रांसपोर्ट अक्रॉस मेम्ब्रेन। तो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के अक्रॉस टू टाइप ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट होते हैं। फर्स्ट इज एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट, सेकंड इज पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट। अब एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट टू टाइप्स का होता है, प्राइमरी एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड सेकेंडरी एक्टिव ट्रांसपोर्ट। जो पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट होता है वो टू टाइप्स का होता है, फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन और सिंपल पैसिव बोल देते हैं, जिसमें सिंपल डिफ्यूजन आ जाता है। सिंपल पैसिव डिफ्यूजन एंड फैसिलिटेटेड डिफ्यूजन। अब डिफरेंस कर लेते हैं एक्टिव डिफ्यूजन एंड पैसिव डिफ्यूजन में। एक्टिव डिफ्यूजन में जो मूवमेंट होगा मॉलिक्यूल्स का फ्रॉम अगेंस्ट द कंसंट्रेशन ग्रेडियंट होता है, दैट मीन्स फ्रॉम लोअर कंसंट्रेशन टू हायर कंसंट्रेशन, while in passive diffusion it is the transport of molecules from high region concentration to low region concentration. That's why in active transport energy requirement ATP is required, while in passive diffusion ATP is not required. So हमने बोला पैसिव ट्रांसपोर्ट क्या होता है। इट टेक्स प्लेस अलोंग अ concentration gradient from a region of higher concentration to that of lower concentration. It is of two subtypes. Simple diffusion, it doesn't require membrane proteins and is used for transport of gases in and out of cell. It is used for non-polar molecules. Facilitated diffusion, it requires the presence of specific membrane proteins and is used for transport of molecules and ions that can cross the membrane due to their polarity. Membrane proteins used have following types. It uses two types of protein, carrier and channels. Rate of transport in simple diffusion 10 raised to power 3 to 10 raised to power 3 to 10 raised to power 9 molecules per second. Graph of simple diffusion, linear graph with straight line. Before equilibrium net flux, at equilibrium no net flux. Carriers in facilitated diffusion bind their substrate with high stereospecificity, slow moderate, catalyze transport at well below the limit of free diffusion. They can distinguish between closely related solutes. Example, glucose and galactose are different only at C4. Saturable in the same sense as enzymes, that is, they have a substrate concentration above which there is no increase in rate of transport. Channels in facilitated diffusion, their rate of transport is far higher than that of carrier. Their rate of transport reaches limit of free diffusion, less stereospecific, not saturable, that is, they are not like enzymes or carriers. Rate of diffusion, straight line graph versus concentration of substances. Active transport and its types. In passive transport, movement is along always down the gradient, thus it is a spontaneous process and does not need energy. External energy is not needed. In active transport, movement is always against the gradient, thus it is a non-spontaneous process. Therefore, it occurs only when coupled with an exergonic or energy yielding process such as absorption of sunlight, breakdown of ATP, and oxidation reaction. Active transport, a simultaneous movement of solute down its electrochemical gradient, that is passive transport. Types of active transport. Primary, in this uphill movement of solutes is linked directly to an exergonic chemical reaction such as breakdown of ATP to ADP and PI. Secondary, it occurs when uphill or endergonic transport of one solute is coupled to the exergonic or downhill flow of a different solute that was originally pumped uphill by primary transport. Examples of active transport. Primary active transport, they are ATPases, P-type ATPases, F-type ATPases, V-type ATPases, ABC transportase. P-type ATPase, they are called because they are integral membrane protein found in plasma membrane. They are widely distributed in life forms. Some common example are sodium potassium ATPase, an antiporter of sodium potassium ion, calcium ATPase, and uniporter of calcium ion, proton Potassium ATP is an antiporter of hydrogen and potassium ion. It is found in parietal cells in stomach and pumps hydrogen outside, ion outside the cell. It makes stomach acidic. Bacteria use them to pump out their or toxic heavy metal ions such as cadmium and copper. So that's it for today. Wait for the next video. Please, if you like my video, please like, share, comment below. Thank you.